Bigbossjock radio show. Listeners are encouraged to rise up, confront the U.S. government, kick off the revolution, be part of the solution, liberate the Confederate States of America, the Alamo, placed as the Capitol. Analyst assessment, episode 69. Video clip being assessed was posted by NBC News. Clip entitled, Watch Live. Trump participates in Immigration and Border Security Roundtable. Posted April 5, 2019. Airtime 52 minutes 2 seconds. Before beginning, another mention, May 23rd. 8:30 in the morning, Shasta County Superior Court, Redding, California. Would appreciate some assistance. 44 minutes, 26 seconds. Statement made Gloria. Stated ethnically stressed. Ethnicity was stressed. Stated Cesar Arroyo. Highlight the differences. Remembrance. Rapist with murderers. Attendees all together. Placed as at one conference. And it's very unfortunate that the USDIA carried out such a psychological operation. And as often is done, nearly every time on the Bigbossjock radio show, anytime a group is described as a rapist and murderer, ties back to the presenter, Don, self-described in such a way, the group who was listening, Hispanics, were turned away. They didn't want to vote for a rapist, murderer, self-described as a billionaire. They weren't part of that theme. They decided to turn away. They knew that there was going to be a wall with a gate. And what would happen if they were trapped? Don, the self-described rapist and murderer. Any who decided to repeat that phrase practiced a heightened level of racism. Murderers with rapists in connection with U.S. presidential candidates state such campaigners do almost anything. Rape, as with murder, repeated thousands of times. Description placed on the leader. Bit of a friction in the room, divided into two groups, headed by a defunct government. Headless at the top due to terminated the presidency. Population practiced disrespect, been programmed to do so, and that's about to be terminated, the U.S. presidency. Are the listeners going to remain complacent? Or is the listener out there about to join up with the revolution? Bring about a solution. Terminate the mandate. A Yankee Sam. Confront the U.S. government. Liberate the Confederate States of America. Do not tolerate the breakup of the U.S. territory. 44 minutes, 26 seconds. Actions made Gloria. Can brushed away flies. And if they have listened to each episode, they know that that's a repeated theme during the conference at Calexico. Computer generated. Misconceptions? Remind another time not far away is Mexico. Oh, a fly on the face. Calexico. 44 minutes, 26 seconds through 45 minutes, 10 seconds. Statement made Gloria. Ignorant story. Analyst assessment. Ignorant story. Better for the neighborhood get-together. Maybe at the next barbecue. Inappropriate for official presidential address. Statements made, equivalent of a psychiatry session. Patient envisions a beach, place self on the surface, describe the scene. Statement made, Gloria. Viewer places self in the ditch. Given details and sequence, will be able to pass interrogation if can remember details, are able to juggle every item tied to detail. U.S. Customs asks the questions, removes an object. Suspect stands at the counter. Customs agent, after removes 10 or so items, each placed on the countertop, moment to the next, clears off the counter or obstructs the view. Can't be seen the objects. Backtracks the story. Tell me, reader, how many people are in the vehicle? The vehicle described by Gloria. Her story, and it's a fictional story. How many people are in the vehicle? Included a how many month old? Friday was the birthday, or was the birthday another day? Been both days in one? How many more details hadn't mentioned Friday, nor further goes on with the interrogation? Secondary room taken because they couldn't respond in time. The game, the same type of interactions being done with the public. Gloria, but it's not Gloria, and it's the computer generation. The trickery with the words. Why the long story? What's the intent? I didn't write down the story. If I had, well, I would review the yous and the we's and what the people are being told to do. They can take it upon themselves. Go to 44 minutes, 26 seconds through 45 minutes, 10 seconds, and write down the lines. Pay attention to what's being said. And ask themselves, what's the intent of the programmer? Friday was the birthday, or was the birthday another day? Referring to Cesar and the story about the happy birthday man. Then both days in one, how many more details hadn't mentioned? Friday, now further goes the interrogation. Secondary room taken. Statement made, Gloria. Intent is to program. Viewer enters the abstract. Place herself in the ditch. Envision the scene. More human became Cesar. I should have gave a pause. Well, it hadn't been Friday. It was a different day. Or maybe perhaps it was all the same. Not mentioned either way. Though the one who's being questioned, and that's what it feels like, is a story lead up for the interrogation. And did the person pay attention? Well, go back to the beginning of the story and what was said and add up all the details. Why the exercise of the session? Birthday man with the helping hand, strike up the band. Waiters don hats, sing to the birthday man. Cesar make way. Continue on to the dinner. What kind of restaurant? Was the cuisine Mexican? Do like chicken enchiladas. Does Cesar wear a cowboy hat? Drive a pickup truck? Top-notch act. U.S. Border Patrol. Citizen of the USA. Well informed, all stuck in the ditch. Living in the illusion. Was termed an aqueduct. Cesar jumped in also. Come to think more, prefer the tacos. Carne asada with some pico de gallo, maybe some carnitas with some salsa verde. Difficult to decide, already ordered the side. Rabano with some zanahoria. Citizen of the U.S., sure knows the issues, handles the problems, just right on top, present to do the job, plays the fool every day, not just once in a while. Going the extra mile? Who prefers a taco also? Imagine in the car, box of donuts, birthday sprinkles, rainbow color to top each, decorated morsel, box of 12, does make a dozen. How many would be left? Cesar already ate 2. Who was included? Seated back of the vehicle. Let's go. If can't remember, answer too slow, detainment, time to go. Continue with the show. Reader, get out of the ditch. Back onto the road. Cesar made way to dinner. Completed another birthday. Now can be relieved. Stay with the read. In this case, with the listening. Listeners, out of the ditch. Continue on with the assessment. When they listened to the statement of Gloria, the story that was told about U.S. Border Patrol agent Cesar, go ahead, make the investigation. Cesar did not jump into the aqueduct. Nah, I don't think so. On his birthday, what did he go eat? Yeah, what type of cuisine? Was it Chinese or Mexican? Oh, it was called American? It was a cheeseburger at McDonald's? I think he has the receipt. His name's Cesar, and it's all the same thing. 44 minutes, 26 seconds through 45 minutes. Don't want to give another promotion to McDonald's. Everyone knows around the world McDonald's is about to go. Pack out. The sign right there where McDonald's used to be. The assets, they don't belong to McDonald's Corporation when McDonald's Corporation is investigated. No, they're part of the takeover as well. There's corporation after corporation that if they were investigated, those shadow identities would need to be held accountable. They build an underground. They're going to pick up everything above ground legally after the planned happenings, the disintegration of the USA. Right now, there's a multitude. Approximately 80% of the world's worth was in one fortune. The family that constructed, and it is a specific family member, Hawkins crime family, member Zephi Hawkins, born in 1831 in Orden, Alabama. He was also known as Andrew Carnegie, J.P. Getty. Put in rail lines, picked up the land to the sides of the rails. Biggest real estate holder in the world. The fortune was taken over. U.S. DIA operators with a multitude of shadow identities. There's a chokehold on progress. They illegally hold the assets. Oh, they came up with a solution. They built an underground, invested the worth of the nation, the USA, placed underground. Listener, were you agreed with such an idea? Lack of due vigilance by the public is what led to what is occurring at current moment. A world which is spinning out of control. Going to go for that select group, selected themselves, approved of being in control, not subjected to any type of oversight, be not held accountable, sold out their own nation, stripped the population of their identity, no longer a U.S. citizen. They identify with them, with they. Well, go ahead. Now tie their citizenship to the Confederate States of America. Raise their pride. Do things right. Be a proud Confederate. I want only God. He helps me with this rhyme, line by line. I do give my thanks, along with gratitude, for our Father in heaven. It's the Bigbossjock, momentarily signing off.